What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video, the new Fusion Trishula. On first sight I was like, or I think everyone was like, whoa, this is a letdown, right? And well, just looking at the effect, the summoning conditions, or at least when I first saw the card, like the artwork, whoa, this is like, this is going to be a fantastic card. I saw the summoning requirements and I was like, whoa, this is super easy to get on the field. And then I read the effect and I was like, again, this is underwhelming. So the reason why Trishula is here in the deck, I think, is pretty obvious, right? Again, your Trishula can be fusion summoned through contact fusion to your side of the field by banishing 3 monsters on your side of the field with different names. And well, in this particular deck, your Metaphys monsters definitely come in handy, especially with the new one, the Decoy Dragon, I believe, you know, the level 2 one. Again, fantastic to keep your monsters on the field. Instant fusion is, I believe, staple here because of the fusion monster, the worm type as well. Again, something to keep in mind. But the new Lightsworn Judgment Synchro, well, it's not really a Lightsworn, but you know, the new Judgment Synchro is also here in the deck. But at the moment of the video, its effect is not scripted well, as you will see in a couple of moments. Its biggest reason that that particular card here is in the deck to go for a level 8 Synchro play, and you know, the Judgment Synchro Dragon banishes 4 cards during the end phase. So I guess it's okay, you know, gaining some extra banishes during the end phase, but outside of that, you won't really make that monster too much. So let's see a couple of example duels. Okay, first example. Against, well, the structure deck, right? The darkness structure deck. The opponent gets to start. I'm not really sure if I want to go first or second. Okay, I do. Well, I think I'm going first because of the Solemn Brigade in the main deck. But again, multiple hand traps in the main deck let me go second as well. And having the extra card definitely helps. The instant fusion definitely was nice to force out the Lilith tribute right on the 1000 Ice Restrict, so I can get some damage in with Ragnarok and activating Decoy Dragon. Again, that's definitely a nice effect. It just gives your monsters on the field like an extra protection effect, I guess. So still having the token is quite okay, but still keeping Ragnarok on the field is also good. Having the token, at least it also opens up more needle fiber plays. I was playing Jet Synchron as well in the main deck to go for something like Summon Sorceress, but I eventually dropped the Jet Synchron and the Summon Sorceress as well from the extra deck. You won't really do, at least that particular play isn't that crucial as I thought. Well, anyway, his field is a little bit lackluster, not having access to Diablos, I believe. Using the Metaphys, I think Metaphys is one of the MVPs here of the deck. Just get, you know, your engine going by banishing like a Metaphys card from your hand, getting a draw every turn. Here's where the Trishula definitely comes into play. At the moment of the video here, I'm main decking 2 Trishula, Fusion Trishula in the extra deck. It's just, if you have at least 3 monsters with 3 different names on your side of the field, you can banish those to fusion summon your Trishula. On first sight, again, the effect you can't activate, by the way, since you need 3 dragon types banished for its effect. But again, its effect is very underwhelming, like banish something from your opponent's extra. Well, I guess it's okay, but it's nothing compared to the original Trishula. Going for Borilo Dragon, making sure that Ragnarok can deal damage, and now I can attack for game. So quite a nice duel. Another example, this was good, definitely very good, proving that the Fusion Trishula definitely has a place in this particular deck. So the opponent starts off with the Brandish engine, you know, some standard shenanigans, some standard pluses, and it's going to end with an okay field. Getting the surge, the spell surge here during the end phase with the Brandish Link monster. And also having Makaba on his side of the field. So the instant fusion top deck definitely was super clutch. It forces out the Makaba activate, and now I can use Ragnarok's effect. It will, you know, the continuous effect of the Brandish Link monster will go into effect. But I believe with the rulings, you know, Ragnarok gains some extra attack points with its banishing effect, depending on which cards you're banishing. And then its effect will like reset, and it will give you the extra attack points, I guess. So I can attack over his monsters, use the effect of Daedalus, I believe, and fusion summon for the Trishula, and then, you know, during my opponent's turn, drop the Decoy Dragon thanks to the, is it the level 8? I forgot its name. the tyrant guy, you know which one I mean, right? So searching the as a Metaphys, normal summon Ragnarok again. Ragnarok, this should be game, right? Especially if Ragnarok's attack goes through. Either probably searching out the Phoenix. Well, no, Phoenix is not enough, but you know, if that wasn't that important, the life points that is, you can just go for Phoenix and banish every face down spell and trap on the field. So, as I mentioned before, the Trishula definitely has a place in this deck. I was main decking one, but I quickly added in a second copy of the Fusion Trishula. I mean, if you have at least 3 Metaphys monsters on your side of the field, that doesn't really come up that much, but yeah, something like a Decoy Dragon on your side of the field, maybe Ragnarok survives, and then, well, depending on which cards you banished earlier, you can potentially get up to 3-4 Metaphys monsters on your side of the field. So, it's not that uncommon, and well, you know, if you see the opportunity, why not? Just go for your Trishula, maybe after that battle phase, and get those extra searches and pluses during the next standby phase after you fusion summoned your Trishula. So again, normal summon the Ragnarok, this is a terrible mill. Well, you need, and that's something I don't like for Metaphys, is you have to get somewhat lucky. There are a couple of things that you, well, depends on the cards you pick, right, of banishing off of Daedalus, for example, cards you're searching off of the Phoenix. So, some things you can decide on your own, but still, it's especially with the mills or the banishing 3 cards of Ragnarok, there is some luck involved. Another example again, the last duel, by the way, is a super clutch duel. Definitely stay tuned for that. So again, I get to start having the double S Metaphys is actually quite good, especially during the opening turn, getting those searches and draws as well. So again, I can't ask for more, right? Well, maybe like a hand trap or a warning or a strike, and then this would be a very solid opening hand. But having the field spell, the Lair of Darkness field spell, and enemy controller definitely comes in clutch. Here, I think he could have gone for more damage. I think, yeah, in main phase 2, he uses the Steam the Cloak, you know, go for Diablos. Yeah, he definitely should have gone for more damage. I'm not really sure what his reasoning behind that is. But, yeah, again, that's definitely a solid field, and as you're already seeing, he does have Eradicator, calling spells, and I mean, again, as I mentioned before, SC Metaphys is like one of your biggest MVPs of the deck. It gets your engine going, banishes your Metaphys cards, again, gets you like an upstart goblin once per turn, and you can keep using it, of course, every turn, right, once per turn, but it's a continuous spell, and there are so many options to get rid of it. Like a Ghost Ogre already deals with it, and everyone is running Ghost Ogre. Any form of disruption, Twin Twister, Tornado Dragon, or whatever, right, any form of disruption easily gets rid of your SC Metaphys. So yeah, that's a bummer, right? Anyway, the opponent going for Needle Fiber and the small combination of Dimension and the, what is it called, the new trap card, also quite of an MVP, definitely gives a nice boost to Metaphys, right, when it's like banished, search pretty much everything from the deck. His field isn't that threatening, but the Linkuriboh is a problem again, since, you know, you want to deal some damage with the Ragnarok, so going for the field spell was important since we knew he had effect failure, but here in this case again, having the Linkuriboh on his side of the field, that's a problem, especially for Ragnarok. Decoy Dragon is something, the power of Decoy Dragon is something I underestimated. I started playing with only 2, but quickly added in a 3rd copy. Just because of this, again, some nice protection, unless your opponent is stupid, right, of at least not reading the card, right, and just attacking into your field. If you have a decoy ready and something like a Daedalus banished. Here the script errors is because of the Light Sword, the Judgment Synchro. Again, it's not scripted properly at the moment of the video, so I can't yeah, go for the Synchro summon, but again, probably by the time this video goes up, the effect should be fixed on YgoPro per se. So I think you definitely have the place in your extra deck, so main decking that Judgment Dragon might seem okay, right? Getting those extra banishes during the end phase can help. But yeah, as soon as he reveals a Soul Charge, I was like, well, this is pretty much a lost game, what can I do, right? But the problem here is that, and I think that's, yeah, that's why I Ghost Ogred the, what is it called, the Skull Dread. It's not giving him the extra deck spaces, right? So only having at least And here, in this case, he did use the Synchro Summon to go for the level 9, the Blue Eye Spirit, I believe the name is. But then now, his extra deck space is pretty much clogged, right? So, again, I'm in a decent position. The Fusion Trishula not really that strong. Decoy Dragon is, I guess, fine. But here the opponent can just attack over it, right? And I was like, yeah, he's attacking into the small decoy, so I can reborn a Daedalus and everything on the field is banished. But he reveals the Call by the Grave. Okay, that's a problem. Big problem. So how can I sack myself out of this one? Well, the SM Metaphys definitely was an okay top deck. Not really sure if I banished anything. Nope. But again, his 3 alternatives in his hand are not live, I guess. Again, not really sure. The 2 Blue Eyes on the field, and I believe 1 Blue Eyes is banished, I guess. What is it called? The Return of the Dragon Lord, also not live. Assuming no extra deck monsters anymore. So definitely from him, that's definitely a problem, right? Honest definitely comes in clutch here. It does survive it. Finally, I can search off Daedalus, get the effect of banish everything on the field, and I believe now his 3 Blue Eyes are banished. So yep, a very super delicious comeback. So normal summon Ragnarok, try to get the effect, but fall for an effect failure. That's all good. Instant Fusion has a nice follow-up play, giving me an extra monster to go for something like Needle Fiber or whatever, right? Use Monster Reborn and go for the Trishula, banishing those Metaphys monsters. Again, they will just replenish themselves next turn, and of course getting those searches right. So again, final conclusion, the Fusion Trishula, well, it's not the best card, but in some decks, like here in this case, it can definitely have a place. All feedback, like always, is definitely appreciated, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.